Actually, it was my sister-in-law who introduced me to it because she worked at a firm and they were incorporating the Dale Carnegie courses in there. And with the changes that I saw in her, I thought, I need to try this and I need to find out what this is all about. And that's kind of where it all started. Yeah, so I came into the course hoping to become a stronger communicator and a more impactful leader, because at the time I was taking on a leadership role, and it was very different from my other roles that I had done. So I wanted to see how I can become the better version of myself. But also I wanted to help my team discover the best versions of themselves too. And at the time I was dealing with a lot of self-doubt and questioning my own abilities to lead. So I was, navigating real challenges that came with the leadership, and, how to communicate clearly, how to make sure that my message was landing the right way, and how much, things like facial expression and body language and all that could influence how others received you, were some of the things that I was slowly learning. You don't realize it at the time. And I used to think of myself as a pretty self-aware person, but nowhere near what I continued to learn about myself after taking the course. It really opened up my eyes. When I remember walking into my first session feeling very anxious and unsure of what I was going to be walking into. Especially, an adult learner, you kind of going back into class environments, you just don't know what to expect. But from the minute I walked in there, I was pleasantly surprised by how approachable the material was and how easy it was to engage with the process. The instructors made it so easy to share and made us feel like this was a non-judgment environment, and we were all just there wanting the same thing, and everybody there wanted you to win. I remember specifically hearing that for the more timid people, they were just like, remember, everyone here wants you to win, so please share. Don't worry about any sort of judgment. And that to me was incredible, because it was not only good to take in the work environment, but also, in your personal life, when your children are trying to share information with you and all that stuff. You don't want to show them that you're judging. And the more comfortable people feel around you, the more they're apt to do what you want them to do and to share information with you. As a financial leader, I've kind of always focused on analysis and strategy, but the course itself really helped me realize that the human side of leadership is just as critical as your analytical side. And, like I said before, it's increased my self-awareness around how my communication style impacts team morale and, cross-functional collaboration and trust. And I've learned to be more intentional in how present I need to be in, conversations that are being had, and how empathy really plays an active role in connecting us more effectively. Definitely transformation. Yeah, because, it changed a lot about myself, and it taught me the skills I needed to change how I see myself and how I relate to others and how I approach different situations. And it's shifted my mindset, because, we all think that we know ourselves, but really it gives you the tools you didn't even realize that you needed. I'd say don't even think twice. Um, I'd say I would understand why you might hesitate on some of these courses that are thrown our way for leadership, but I was kind of skeptical until I saw the results of first-handedly the people that actually took the course. And being somebody who's prioritized results and efficiency, the course reminded me that none of that matters if I can't connect with people. And it taught me how to build trust and inspire my team. And like I said before, it gave me the tools that I needed when I didn't even realize that I actually needed those. So it will make a difference in how you communicate every day. So don't hesitate and take it. I promise you won't regret it.